Welcome to NAPCO Video Tech Tips. This is Tom. Today I'm going to be going over the 3 steps that you need to do to become a dealer and start installing our dealer registered products. That includes the radios, that includes the video products, the iBridge, the iRemote, and air access. If you are not a dealer, you do have to register to become a dealer. Now, what you have to do is go to our site, www.napcocomnet.com. You're going to click on dealer registration, and it's going to take you to this page. So this is a new dealer information, so you would have to fill this all out, put your user ID in, your password, retype your password, first, last name, company name, address, all that information. The brands of interest that you have, you just check on. And then you just go to continue, and it's going to take you to another page that you have to fill out some more information. Once you've done this, you do have to wait 24 hours before you can start using any of the dealer registered products. So it does take 24 hours. So I suggest that you do this prior to doing any of the installations on these products. Once you waited the 24 hours, you would actually go back to the site here and you would come up with this page, and you would just go in and you would log in with the telephone number and the password that you set up. Then it will take you to this page. Okay, so here you have different options here, so I'll go over them. So in device management, if you want to add a device, if you're putting in a radio or any of the products, you would just go into add device. You would go into service plans, and then depending upon what you're going to register, you would just put in either the radio ID number, the MAC address if it's any of the video stuff, and then the MAC address if it's any of the iBridge or iRemote service plans. If you're putting in a Connect, it is under the StarLink registration. So I'm going to go ahead and register one. Then it would take me to this screen. Okay, and then I have a bunch of different choices. So if I want to go with the StarLink basic plan, if I want to see what that's about, I just do click for details and it will tell me what this plan is included. If I want to go back and check another plan, interactive plan. So it's going to give me the features that are within this plan. And then you can also just register to use Connect radios, the white radios, just as regular radios too if you wanted to. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the advanced service plan. And then I would add to that. And then would come up my subscriber information. So I put in new subscriber. Once I've done that, I'm going to do add subscriber. Okay, and then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to do add to cart. Now, the user field is for your reference only. If you want to put in some kind of note in user field 1, user field 2. The location is if you have multiple offices and you want certain offices to be able to edit and view this information. So once I do add to cart, it's going to come up with this. It's a Connect Advanced Service Plan. and I just do process order. Okay, unit is activated. So now I can go back and I can check my subscriptions. This is where you're going to view what you have registered, and it's going to show up right here as my first plan. Okay, my first. Now it's registered, but it still needs 15 minutes to go through our system. So you do have to wait 15 minutes before you can go into the next step. Now that we waited the 15 minutes to go through our system, now if we're still in the site, you can go into resources right here, and you can go into SLE management. Once you're in SLE management, you'll come up with this page, and at this point you would just go ahead and put the radio number in, and then hit enter. And now you can see this is the radio that we just put in, and now we can start programming. Now, one thing I wanted to point out up here is status, waiting for initial check-in. Okay, so what that's doing is it's waiting for a power-up. It's waiting for the radio to check in. So now you can click on edit, and then you can leave it in the auto enroll mode, which just means if the panel has the telephone number, the central station telephone number, and the account number that you want it to go to, you can just leave it in auto enroll. If you need to change the telephone number, okay, you can do that by clicking on dealer entered programming, and you put your primary telephone number in here and then your account number. If you had a backup, you would just put in your backup right here and your account number right there. Now, one reason you would want to go into dealer mode is if you have a backup and you want to put a backup in there, or another reason is if the panel that you're working on does not have the correct telephone number. As long as it has a telephone number and an account number in there, you can add this information in, and it will dial, but it will be sent to whatever number you have in here and whatever account number you have over here. So once you put that information in there, you would just click on your polling time. Polling time is, it's going to talk to our to the tower, and in this case it's going to be every 3 days. Other service plans have different options. You can go down to 200 seconds on some of the radios. It all depends upon what service plan you have. Another option you have here too is if you're going IP to an IP receiver. So you would choose whatever IP receiver you're going to. You have the SureGuard, you have our new IP server, that the program that we released, SureGuard 5, and Bosch receivers. You put your IP information in over here, your port number, which your central station will give you, your key, which 99.9% of the time is going to be zeros, and then you have your DNIS number and your 4-digit account number that's at the end. So your DNIS number, your central station is going to give you, and that just matches up the radio with their automation on what you have as a polling time or debounce interval. Once you put that information in, you click on save, and it's going to just say hello to your central station just to make sure it's a working number, and then you can start sending signals. So these are the 3 steps that you need to do in order to start installing our products. Thanks for visiting NAPCO Technical Tips. Have a good day.